One wall, 4 TS, Voltaic, 30% larger bridges, of course, 4 targets on the wall. Voltaic version, a little bit larger than usual. Let's go. So, with this challenge, you get the bots a little bit bigger in size than usual. And what you do here is basically make one big flick with your arm, correction with your finger. Your arm, correction with your finger. And like this, you have 2 motions and a few steps in between. So of course you start first with looking with your eyes onto the target. You can't see it on camera, but I'm looking now on the bottom left. Now I move my arm with a big fast flick, bam, in the direction of the target. The closer you get, the better. So ideally I would be around here somewhere. Over flick because I just check the sensitivity, that's fine. And now you correct, like a micro correction, for me it's a little bit bigger, onto the target. Then you confirm that the crosshair is on the target, and then you click and go to the next target. Okay. So important thing is that you do not kind of click and then confirm if you actually killed it. So it shouldn't look like this. You know, like missing 5 times, but flick, correct, click, flick, correct, click, click, flick, correct, click. Yep. Additionally, you can also have a time between after the big flick, before you switch to the micro flick. And I would recommend to make this break. Why? Because you need this confirmation if you're actually how far away you are from the target to work on your precision. Like if you overflick, now it was good. Now I overflicked, it was a little bit more than expected, so I would have liked to be more in this area. But I'm here, so now I know that I have to correct something, and that is a triggering kind of my error correction. And of course you aim for a near 100% accuracy with this type of confirmation. So your error making and frustration doesn't come from your scores, but just from your confirmation on every single click. So every time after the big flick, before I make a micro correction, I confirm where is my crosshair. I pause briefly. That's also kind of working on your stopping pause, so it doesn't look like this rubber banding stingy, which happens if you kind of flick faster than you actually can, and then you have this kind of rubber bandy motion. It should more like be stopping as good as you can, really stopping on one spot, and of course while still going as fast as you can. This is kind of important. Okay, so first big flick with your arm, and then correct with your fingers or your wrist. And the thing I want to emphasize here is that you do not want to improve your score by skipping the confirmation process. Like you can also between the big flick and the small flick, kind of make kind of like something more like this. So you kind of do not really pause or really slow down, and this will actually increase your score. Well, first because this is a big target, and you kind of skipping a step more or less. And this of course increases your speed and your time, but increases the speed in the wrong place, because you want to improve your flick precision and speed. And for that, you kind of need the error as reported back to your brain. Oh, here I flicked slow, I flicked the wrong direction, so I flicked, and now I need to really see how far away am I from the target for me to correct. And this, oh, I wanted to be closer, is a signal to my brain that I want to improve on something. So improving on your big first flick requires you to actually stop and look where are you with your crosshair. And you see it's already getting a lot smaller for me compared to the start, but that's of course because I'm getting used to the sensitivity right now. Yeah, well, and then for the second thing, the micro correction. For the micro correction, the important thing is that you make it really deliberately clean motion. Big flick, clean motion. And you kind of want it to be as clean as possible, and then you want to slowly increase the speed of your clean correction. Again, keep your eyes always on the target. Look where the target is, confirm before you click if you are on target. If you have the habit to not confirm, like no, I didn't confirm, I clicked here, I was already looking to the next target, that's a bad habit, try to fix it. If you notice it, slow down, try to get the correct habit. And you can do this even without score runs. Just really try to grind the technique a little bit, that you really do the technique correctly, and then you can later go for score runs where you now apply the correct technique on a speed where you can keep up with it. So now I have the correct technique, so now I try to go faster with my big flick and my micro correction. Okay, let's go. Okay, so something like this. Okay, let's go for the challenge runs. I always reset 3 times, just a habit, I just like it this way. Then I go. This is right now more like a high score run speed. This is too precise for a training run. But it will not be high score, the way it's kind of a little bit stupid, but well, that's how life is sometimes, especially if you record things. Everything goes wrong, but that's fine. Oh, I have my confirmation back. I kind of skipped it in the beginning, now it's getting better. Maybe I even do 2 or 3 high score runs, or maybe a few training runs in between. Now I talked and lost focus completely, so I did some random stuff again. Hope you don't lose focus as easy as I do. Well, but I hope you do not need to explain what you're doing in between, so maybe it's better for you. Let's see. Okay, and that's how it goes. See you next time.